What's up guys, and welcome back to TechPlant. Today I'm going to show you all the stuff I ordered from wish.com. Let's find out if any of the stuff they're selling is actually all it's cracked up to be. Alright guys, so let's let this unboxing party begin. I see that they kind of package all of them in one bag. At first I thought I only got one of like the many items I ordered, but it turns out they're all in here. Something that always cracks me up about packages from China is they have to lie about what's inside because a lot of the things they ship are illegal. So this is an actual plant and they say it's screws. For this one I ended up paying 95 cents for the actual items and $1 for shipping, so extremely cheap and a much better deal than Amazon, I guess. But they are a little small, that's the only disappointment. But overall, I think this is a super good deal because being big doesn't really make a difference. Alright, so in this package we have what appears to be a watering device. I know I ordered two, so we'll check out what this actually is. These are actually kind of interesting. I do want to test them out. These would probably be used if you like went on vacation or something, but they're kind of stakes that you could jab in the soil, and then once you put them in the soil, you would attach like a water bottle to them. I suppose you'd attach a water bottle first, you stick it in the soil, and then you can kind of control the drip rate, and it should keep your plants moist or watered kind of over a long period of time, reducing the amount of like waterings you have to do. I paid $2.85 plus $1 for shipping for these, and it came with 4 of them. Now when I first put these in and I kind of held them upside down, the problem with them is there's enough like suction and like outward pressure, like there's no air intake, so the water doesn't want to come out. However, I punctured a tiny hole in the very top of the bottle and that changed everything. Now I can actually control the rate of dripping with the little screw thing, and it's working actually incredibly well. I'm surprised for such a cheap product, it does pretty well. How long this will realistically last, I don't know. These are tests that could be done by you guys, but I think either way, once you crank down the thing and you have it like one drip every 10 seconds, I bet you can make it last a few days. And you could probably even tighten it more, and I'm curious to see like how much would actually come out. But overall, for $2.95, well I guess $3.95 with shipping, I think they're probably worth it. This next item actually really surprised me because even on AliExpress these things are like $5 to $10 a piece, but I got these kind of like cob LED lights. These are like all on one board and they run on 120 volts, which is really convenient, and I got these to kind of build my own custom lights. The problem is you do need a heatsink because they do produce a lot of heat, so you don't want to start them on fire, but that's for another video. These were only $1 each with $1 shipping. Again, with this item, they're kind of truthful about this one, but they do not tell you that there's a plant. Again, this is illegal. You're not allowed just to ship plants across the border like this without proper permits, and these guys do not have the permits. I was really skeptical about this one because it's an actual live plant, and as you can see, I was skeptical for a reason. This thing did get obliterated in the mail. Obviously, these things are not designed to travel in the dark for 5 to 6 days overseas, so I just wanted to do it because it was only $1, and I'm sure they sucker a lot of people in for only $1 because you're like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, it's only $1. But anyways, the little container's pretty cool, and I might be able to repurpose it for something else, maybe some sort of moss or some other mini terrarium. So still kind of cool. Next, I picked up a little scissors type pruning thing for only $1. Again, they get you with a lot of things. Like, it's only $1, but then your total bill ends up being like 30-40 bucks because they also nail you for $1 extra shipping per product. But anyways, these things are pretty crude. They're kind of covered in oil. These were probably stamped out. They kind of have burrs on the blades. Nothing really great about them. However, if you do need some strength building like hand exercises, these things do have a pretty tight spring, so you could use it for that. The saying you get what you pay for really is true in this situation. Alright, here's an item I was actually kind of excited for. It looks so stupid and kind of dumb, but I actually run into issues when I water my plants, so I think these will solve it. Check these out. These are little like screw on like watering can heads, and they fit on like 2-liter bottles or 1-liter soda bottles, and they actually are pretty awesome. They create a nice tight seal around the bottle and nothing was leaking out of the edge, which was surprising and really awesome. Also, the really cool thing is, again, similar to that other one that I tested, because there's no like extra hole for air intake, the water doesn't just come rushing out, so you can actually squeeze it to get the water out. So it actually gives you a lot of control over how much water you water with. The thing I really love about these are it kind of makes the water fall in a less like direct pattern, so you're not like upsetting the dirt or soil and like flinging it everywhere or creating like deep holes. So it did actually a surprisingly well job, and I do really like these. Alright, this one actually surprised me and I thought it was pretty darn funny. Again, this one was only $1 plus another $1 shipping, and this is a small little grow light. Now, I should have known that it would be really tiny, but you know, they really do a good job of making things look way larger than they really are on the website. The sad part about this light is it has almost zero output. The amount of light coming out of this thing is zilch, nada, nothing. Like, you could not grow a plant with this. I promise you, it would just make your plant leggy and starving for light. Here's an actual light bulb that I thought it would be a little bit more like, and these ones are about 15 bucks, so I should have known that you get what you pay for. Here you can see again the actual light that's outputted by this tiny little light bulb. Not really worth it, maybe for some sort of party light or mood lighting, but definitely not good for plants. So I would not recommend this. Now, this thing I was actually kind of excited for because it's kind of neat. This one is actually kind of a glass hanger for maybe like propagating plants or something. I thought it was pretty cool. It seems like kind of very Instagram-esque or just fancy and nice, and it would look cool. However, I ran into an issue. Well, number one, getting the little rope in there took a little critical thinking, which I'm often lacking in. But anyways, once I got that hooked up, the problem is the holes are too small to really put any plants in there, where once they start rooting, you'll never get them out. And number two, just the way it's designed, the root or the stem can't fit in far enough to like hold it down in the water. As soon as the extra weight of the plant on the outside hangs, it pulls the stem out of the water, rendering it useless. I haven't figured out a good way to use this thing, but it does look kind of cool. Maybe you could, I don't know, put something there. I don't know what the heck you would do. So I don't know if I'd recommend this. It is cool though. Alright guys, that sums up this video. I hope you liked it. Maybe you might try and order something off of wish.com. It is pretty dang cheap, and the shipping is surprisingly fast for coming from China, so I thought that was pretty cool. The one thing I really did like was those little like watering things you can put on the bottle, because you can really like squeeze it and control like the amount of water that comes out. I thought those were pretty cool, and if there was one thing I could definitely say is worth the $1, it's that. Everything else, it's kind of up to you. I guess those resurrection plants will be pretty cool. I'll do a time lapse of that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and as always, may your plants go strong and healthy. I'll see you next time.